There's a lot of pressure to be perfect at the Olympics, but sometimes reality has other plans. Tonya Harding will always be remembered for several things, and one of them was during the 1994 Winter Games in Lillehammer when Harding realized that the laces of one of her skates had broken. In tears, she abruptly ended her performance and approached the judges to beg them for the chance to redo her performance with the proper equipment. Ultimately, the judges decided that Harding could have a second chance, but that didn't mean they were happy about how it all went down. Audrey Williams was one of the judges present at the rink on that day in Lillehammer, and she was not a fan of the energy that Harding brought to the situation. Reflecting on the episode in a 2017 interview with Good Housekeeping, Williams compared the real-life incident to the way it was portrayed in the movie I, Tonya. Williams said, "That scene with the lace appears in the movie, and it's so dramatic that I had to go back and watch the video to remember if it was really that dramatic in real life." Yep, it was.
I really tried to get out of here on time. Please.
Williams then noted how a similar incident had happened the year earlier, when Harding competed at Skate America and asked for a redo because of a loose blade. In Williams' view, there was nothing wrong with her skate either time.
The point is, something always seems to happen to Tonya.
At the 2018 Pyeongchang Olympics, Korean-American skater Yura Min experienced a particularly distracting costume fail during her routine with her partner, Alexandra Gamlin. The performance started out well, but then during a series of twisties, the button holding the back of her outfit on came undone. To her credit, she kept it together and finished the routine, but it was, well, a little bit distracting. Min told the Detroit Free Press, "Obviously, this is my first Olympics. I don't want to let loose. I was terrified. I tried my best to keep it together." In reality, she did more than keep it together. She improvised for the rest of the performance, adjusting her arm movements so that her positioning never risked letting the rest of the outfit slip off. Although things were tense for Min throughout the performance, she tried her best to focus on the ice. And when she went back to skate her solo performance in the same outfit, she didn't leave anything to chance. She had the back sewn on. Winning a silver medal should be one of those exciting Olympic moments guaranteed to make you cry. However, for Sui Wenjing and Han Song of China, receiving their second-place medals was just plain awkward. The ice dancing duo amazed the crowds and the judges at the 2018 Olympics in Pyeongchang, but somehow failed to make an impression on someone standing directly in front of them. When Wenjing and Song stood to receive their medals, Wenjing smiled graciously when an Olympic representative placed the medal around her neck, then extended her hand to offer a handshake to the rep. However, he simply turned away, leaving Wenjing holding her hand out awkwardly in front of her. It was just a little misunderstanding. The guy giving them the medals needed to present Song with his before stopping to shake both their hands, but that doesn't make what happened any less awkward. Ashley Wagner has had a few memorably awkward moments on the ice, but just about everyone would agree that her reaction to her score at the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi was the most unforgettable. Rather than quietly simmer in private, Wagner allowed her jaw to drop open on camera, then shook her head in complete disbelief and muttered, "Bull." Unfortunately for Wagner, this was the Olympics, and there were cameras everywhere. People on the internet latched onto the reaction and turned her face into a meme. It's the kind of viral attention that would be humiliating for a lot of people, but Wagner took it in stride and usually jokes about it whenever it comes up in interviews.
What was going through your mind?
Well, I think people saw what was going through my mind right afterwards.
To her credit, Wagner's usually unapologetic about that sort of thing. As she told the Associated Press, "I might be a pretty decent figure skater out on the ice, but in the kiss and cry, I still haven't mastered that figure skater attitude where you sit there and smile until the bitter end."
I looked at the scores, and with me, what you see is what you get, and I don't make any apologies for it.
Figure skating competitions are entertaining for us at home, but for the athletes out there, the Olympic Games can be a major disappointment. At the Winter Olympics in Beijing in 2022, Russian skater Alexandra Trusova made history by performing 5 quadruple jumps during the women's free skating event. But what should have been a moment of triumph for Trusova ended in tears when her score wasn't quite enough to get her the gold. When she got the results, Trusova made things awkward by blowing up at her coaches on camera in front of the entire world. Translated, what she said was more or less, "Everyone has a gold medal, everyone but me. I hate this, I'm never stepping out on the ice again." It's hard to say if the whole thing was your average emotional outburst or a symptom of the intense pressure put on the young athletes to succeed. Making matters worse, Trusova did get a gold medal in 2022 for being part of Team Russia, but they had those medals taken away after an investigation into their teammates' misuse of illicit substances. For a great performance, costume choices are super important. Olympic medalist Johnny Weir told Cosmopolitan, "You're going to live the biggest moment of your life in them. Every picture of you, it's going to last forever."
But right before any big competition, I need every detail to be perfect.
Only 10 seconds into her ice dancing routine at the 2018 Pyeongchang Olympics, French skater Gabriela Papadakis felt the clasp break on the top of her costume. Despite the distraction of this unnerving incident, Papadakis and her partner, Guillaume Cizeron, finished second in the event. The couple went on to win silver as well as set a world record the next day. According to The Guardian, Papadakis' breast was briefly exposed during the dance, so broadcasters stuck with wider shots to help minimize the situation. Women aren't the only ones battling costumes that won't stay closed. In the 1984 Olympics in Sarajevo, Marina Klimova and Sergei Ponomarenko skated an exhibition dance in celebration of their bronze win. In the middle of this romantic dance, Ponomarenko's costume abruptly opened to show his stomach. Sometimes costumes can interact with each other in unexpected ways, as experienced by Alex and Maya Shibutani at the 2014 Sochi Games, when these ice dancing siblings were skating to Michael Jackson's music during a free dance. In celebration of the King of Pop, the brother and sister were decked out in sparkly black sequins. During a lift where Maya was supposed to flip up to Alex's shoulder, their sequined costumes got stuck together. With some quick thinking, the pair juggled performing and untangling to finish the routine. Their teamwork salvaged both their performance and their costumes. Maya only experienced minimal damage in the form of a ripped left tight.